My beloved child, the clock is ticking, and you don't even realize what's racing toward your door. In just 2 minutes, everything around you could shift forever. Something urgent, sealed, and unstoppable is already moving in your direction. Archangel Michael has been trying to break through to you, through signs, whispers, and sudden moments you couldn't explain. Now, he doesn't send a vision, he sends a courier. Not ordinary. Not human. Carrying something that belongs to you and only you. What you're about to hear is not a story. It is the countdown to a moment that is already in motion. And once it reaches you, nothing will remain the same again. The air grows heavier with every breath you take. It's as if the walls around you already know what's about to arrive, and they're holding their silence too tightly. Somewhere in the distance, footsteps echo, but not ordinary footsteps. They are deliberate, steady, carrying a weight that does not belong to this world. You pause, listening, wondering if your imagination is playing tricks on you. But then, the faint rattle of something metallic, a key, a chain, a lock being shifted, slides through the air. It doesn't come from your door, not yet, but it tells you the courier is close. Very close. Your heart races. Not out of fear, but out of recognition. Deep inside, you know this was always meant for you. The signs weren't random, the sudden flickering of your lights at midnight, the whispers in your sleep, the numbers that repeated before your eyes. They were all fragments of this single delivery. Archangel Michael had tried to reach you before. He whispered through dreams, but the noise of the world drowned him out. He left symbols in your path, but your doubts made you overlook them. Tonight, there will be no misunderstanding. The courier is the final attempt, and this time, the message will reach you whether you are ready or not. The clock ticks louder now. 1 minute, 30 seconds remain. The courier doesn't walk like ordinary men, each step bends the air, each movement brings a shiver through the ground. What they carry is wrapped not in paper or cloth, but in energy, glowing, silent, yet powerful enough to alter the course of your path. You wonder what it could be. A letter sealed in light? A key that unlocks a door you never noticed before? Or maybe, something heavier, like the weight of a truth you were never supposed to carry. Whatever it is, it has your name carved into it, etched deeper than ink could ever hold. Outside, a gust of wind slams against your window, though the night had been still just moments ago. Curtains rise without touch, and the temperature drops, making your skin prickle. This is the sign, the courier is no longer far. They are outside, crossing into your space, their presence undeniable. The sound grows clearer, heels, boots, something pressing against the pavement. You lean closer, holding your breath. The rhythm of the steps is steady, unhurried, as though time itself bends for their journey. They do not rush, because the delivery is destined to arrive at the exact second it was meant to. The lights flicker again. First once. Then twice. Then they steady. Your heartbeat matches the rhythm. You glance at the door. For a moment, you swear you see a faint glow beneath the crack, as if someone holding a lantern has paused outside. This courier doesn't knock. They won't speak. They will leave behind what was meant to be yours since the beginning. But it is up to you to open, to claim, to accept. If you hesitate, the moment will pass, and what was sent for you may never return. 1 minute left. The silence thickens, pressing against your ears. Every creak of the floor, every distant hum of the night feels magnified. You reach out instinctively, almost touching the handle of the door, but you freeze. A chill moves across your palm, warning you, not yet. Wait. The courier is aligning everything, placing the unseen package exactly where it belongs. Beyond that door lies more than an object. It is an instruction, a direction, a doorway to a life you hadn't even imagined was possible. The kind of shift that erases every ordinary plan you thought was secure. The walls vibrate softly now, as though they, too, are preparing to witness what is about to happen. Shadows bend across the floor, curving in ways that defy the logic of your lamp's glow. You feel watched, but not in fear. Watched with precision, as if unseen eyes are guiding every second of this countdown. 30 seconds. The air outside grows still again, unnaturally still, as though the world itself has paused for this exchange. No car passes. No dog barks. Even the crickets, who never cease, are silent. Time folds, quiet and heavy. You hear it then. A single breath. Not yours. Not from inside. But from just beyond the door. It's calm, controlled, steady, like someone waiting, holding, knowing you are about to make the choice of whether to open or not. The courier is here. The weight of their presence presses through the wood, through the air, through your chest. Every instinct tells you this is not the kind of knock you can ignore, because the knock won't come. The choice is yours, and yours alone. 10 seconds. You step closer, every nerve alive, every hair standing upright. The glow beneath the door brightens, faint yet undeniable, tracing your feet in pale light. Your hand trembles as it hovers over the handle, because you know, this isn't just about opening a door. This is about opening a future. 5 seconds. 4. 3. The courier breathes once more, louder, clearer, as if leaning closer to ensure you hear it. 2. 1. And then, silence. But not empty silence. The kind that holds everything at once, the message, the power, the truth, all suspended, waiting for you to claim it. The silence doesn't vanish, it deepens, as if the world itself is holding its breath. You stand frozen, hand hovering near the door handle, your pulse racing faster than the clock on the wall. Something has arrived, something unseen yet heavier than any sound. You can feel it, like invisible fingers brushing the air, stirring currents that circle around your room. It's not wind, not breeze, but a force. A shift. The unseen courier has crossed the final threshold, and even without a knock, you know the delivery has been made. Your eyes dart to the bottom of the door, where the glow you saw moments ago is brighter now. Not overwhelming, but steady, patient, like a lantern left at your feet. It paints the floor in pale silver, and for a second, you swear it forms symbols, lines, curves, markings that dance like words written in light. You lean closer, hesitant but unable to resist. The shapes change, almost alive, rearranging themselves as if trying to tell you something. They fade, reform, fade again, until finally they settle into one unshakable message: this is yours. A chill runs through your entire body. The courier hasn't spoken a word, yet the weight of their intention has landed inside you. You don't just see the message, you feel it, pressed into your chest, echoing through your veins. You step back. The glow flickers once and then draws inward, disappearing under the frame of the door. For a heartbeat, everything is still. Then, thud. A soft, deliberate sound touches the floor outside, as though something has been placed gently, reverently. Your breath catches. This is it. The package, the message, the object, whatever it may be, it's lying outside your door. You don't rush. Something warns you not to. Instead, you stand, listening, sensing. The presence is still there, but moving away now, retreating, as though its only purpose was to deliver. You hear no footsteps, no opening door, no fading away, only the subtle pull of the air as the courier withdraws into silence. It's gone. But the delivery remains. You swallow hard, feeling the weight of choice pressing against you. Open the door, and the world as you know it may unravel. Leave it closed, and you may never again receive what was meant to change your life forever. Slowly, your hand lowers, gripping the handle. It feels colder than ever before, as if the courier's energy lingers there, testing your resolve. You inhale deeply, holding the air until your chest aches, then exhale in one slow release. And then, you turn it. The door creaks open, not loudly, but with a sound that feels amplified in the silence. A thin strand of light slips across the threshold, almost blinding for a second before dimming into a soft shimmer. You blink, and your eyes fall on it. Lying at your feet is not a package wrapped in paper or sealed with wax. It's something else. Something unexplainable. It looks like a small chest, carved with markings you've never seen before, symbols that seem to move when you look too closely, bending and shifting like water. The surface glows faintly, pulsing with life, as if it's breathing in rhythm with your own heartbeat. You kneel slowly, every muscle in your body tense, your fingers trembling as they hover above it. The closer you come, the stronger the energy grows, like warmth and cold at the same time. You don't need to touch it to know, it belongs to you. The markings shift again, rearranging into something unmistakable, your name. Etched not in ink, not in paint, but in light itself. Your chest tightens, a rush of emotion hitting you, fear, awe, anticipation, destiny. You reach out, finally letting your hand settle on the chest. The moment you do, the silence breaks. A deep hum rises from within the object, low and steady, vibrating through your bones. The glow intensifies, spreading up your arm, wrapping around you like a cloak. For a moment, you see flashes, images that aren't from this world. Cities of light, endless skies, faces that radiate with power and compassion. And then, a voice. Not outside. Inside. You were chosen. It's not loud, but it's undeniable. It doesn't echo in the air, it echoes in you. You stagger back slightly, gripping the chest tighter as the hum grows stronger. Another flash, a vision this time. You see doors opening, gates beyond gates, pathways lined with fire and light. You see yourself standing at the center, holding the chest as if it's the key to every door. And the courier's presence returns, not in form, but in energy. A whisper of movement, a shadow at the edge of vision. They don't re-enter, but they linger long enough for you to understand, their task is complete. The delivery is yours now. You pull the chest closer, lifting it with both hands. It's heavier than you expected, but not unbearable. It feels like carrying truth. Like carrying a future. The glow dims slightly, settling, waiting. You know it won't open now. Not yet. It isn't time. The courier has given you the vessel, but what lies inside will reveal itself only when you are ready. The hum fades, the silence returns, but it's not the same silence as before. This silence carries weight, meaning, anticipation. You feel it in your pulse, in the way the air bends around you now. Nothing is ordinary anymore. You close the door gently, still holding the chest against your chest. For the first time, you realize, you aren't afraid. You aren't unsure. You're ready. Because whatever is inside, whatever truth is waiting, it was meant for you from the very beginning. And tonight, the courier made sure it found its way home. You sit with the chest pressed tightly against your chest, your fingers still trembling from the hum that rattled through your bones. The silence in the room feels different now, charged, alive, watching. Every flicker of the light bulb above you seems to pulse in sync with the faint glow still radiating from the chest. It doesn't open immediately, but it doesn't need to. Already, the energy inside is spilling out in waves, invisible currents that stir the air, brushing against your skin like whispers too delicate to hear but too strong to ignore. You close your eyes for a moment, and when you do, the visions strike again. At first, you see shadows. Not of strangers, but of people you know. Their outlines blur, their voices muffled, but you recognize the feeling of their presence. Some are faces you trust. Some are faces that once betrayed you. All of them are circling around you as if waiting for something you hold. The glow of the chest pulses, and suddenly the shadows fall back, replaced by a single path, narrow, endless, stretching into a horizon lit by fire and light. At the end of the path stands a figure cloaked in brilliance, wings unfurled, their presence so overwhelming it makes your heart feel small and powerful at once. You know who it is. You don't need the name. But still, the voice resounds within, I tried to reach you. The signs, the whispers, the numbers, they were me. Your chest tightens, tears pressing behind your eyes. You realize now, this wasn't random. None of it was random. The courier, the chest, the silence, it was all orchestrated so you would finally listen. The voice continues, firm, steady, commanding yet full of compassion. This chest carries more than a message. It carries your alignment with what is meant for you. But it will not open until you step forward. You snap your eyes open, gasping. The chest is still in your arms, warm now, vibrating gently as if echoing the words. You touch the surface, running your hand across the glowing markings. They shift once more, symbols rearranging into something familiar, dates, times, moments from your life that you can't forget. The day you were broken. The night you cried alone. The moment you thought no one was watching. All of it shines back at you from the surface of the chest. And then, one final marking, today. Your breath shudders. Today. This night. This moment. That's why the courier came. You rise slowly, the chest still in your hands, and take a step back toward the table in your room. You place it down gently, the wood creaking under its weight, though the chest itself isn't large. As soon as it touches the surface, the glow expands, spilling across the table like liquid silver, dripping over the edges without leaving a stain. Symbols scatter across the tabletop, rearranging into a map. Not of streets you know, but of a journey unseen. Pathways bend, twisting into spirals, opening into gates of light. At the very center lies a circle, glowing brighter than the rest, with your initials carved inside. Your pulse hammers in your ears. You trace the lines with your finger, and as you do, the glow flares again, filling the room with a soft vibration that hums against your bones. The chest reacts, trembling slightly. You watch in awe as the top edge splits, not fully opening, but parting just enough for light to leak out. It pours upward, rising like smoke, forming shapes above the chest. At first, it's unsteady. Flickers. Sparks. Then it stabilizes. And you see words. Not written on paper. Not spoken aloud. But suspended in the air like living letters made of fire. You have been chosen for the delivery of truth. Your knees weaken. You grip the edge of the table to steady yourself, eyes locked on the message. The letters shift again, reshaping into something else. This time, it's not words, it's an image. You see yourself, standing at a door. Not this one, but another. Larger. Grand. Its surface carved with the same markings that coat the chest. The vision zooms closer. The door begins to open, and blinding light pours out. Inside that light, you see glimpses. Fragments. Gold. Scrolls. Seals. And then, a figure reaching toward you, holding a key. The vision collapses, scattering into sparks that vanish before your eyes. The chest stops trembling, the glow dims slightly, and once again, silence returns. But now the silence feels expectant, like a pause in a conversation rather than an ending. You lean back, your breathing heavy. Every nerve in your body feels alive, sparking, ready for more. And you realize, this is just the beginning. The courier didn't just deliver an object. They delivered responsibility. A choice. A future. The chest isn't merely a container, it's a guide. And the countdown that began with 2 minutes wasn't about the courier's arrival. It was about your awakening. You step back from the table, staring at the chest as it pulses softly in the dark. You can't open it yet. You know that now. The message isn't ready to be revealed in full. But it has already begun its work, shifting you, aligning you, pulling you into what's coming next. The silence presses around you again. But this time, you don't feel alone. You feel watched, guarded, surrounded by something greater. And in that moment, you know, the courier may have left, but Archangel Michael never did. The chest rests on the table, glowing faintly, as though it has a heartbeat of its own. Each pulse of light feels alive, sending a quiet vibration through the wood, through the air, through your very bones. You cannot look away, even though your hands tremble and your breath shortens each time the glow brightens. Then, without warning, the surface of the chest shifts again. The symbols carved into it start to move, not like ink, not like carvings, but like living rivers of light flowing across its surface. They form shapes you've never seen before, then dissolve, then rearrange into something more familiar. Letters. Words. This time, the message doesn't float in the air. It burns across the chest itself. Prepare yourself. The words fade, but the energy lingers. You stagger back, gripping the edge of the chair behind you, your body humming with electricity. Every nerve feels alive. You can hear the faintest hum, as though the chest is breathing, waiting, watching, deciding if you are ready for what lies inside. The room darkens suddenly. Not because the lights went out, but because the glow from the chest consumes everything else. The lamp above you fades, the shadows vanish, and all that remains is you, the table, and the blinding presence of the delivery. You close your eyes for a moment, shielding yourself, but the visions strike harder now. This time they come not in fragments, but in waves. You see yourself standing in a vast hall, marble floors stretching endlessly beneath your feet. Tall columns rise into the skies, crowned by fire that doesn't burn but glows with infinite brilliance. And at the end of the hall, another chest. Larger. Older. Covered in dust but surrounded by guardians of light. Your chest, the one in your room, glows brighter in response, as if echoing what you see. The vision pulls you closer, and you feel the immense weight of connection. This isn't the only chest. It is one of many. A piece of a much greater design. The hum grows louder, shaking the air around you. Your heartbeat races to match it. You press your palm against the surface, desperate for stability, but the moment your skin touches the markings, everything erupts. A surge of heat rushes into you, searing yet not painful, as though fire has wrapped around your soul but left your body untouched. You gasp, stumbling back, but you can't let go. It's as if the chest has chained itself to you, demanding you face what it's about to release. The lid trembles. Not opening fully, but shifting, just slightly. A thin crack appears, and from within, light pours out in a narrow beam, cutting through the darkness like a sword. It strikes the wall across from you, carving a blazing circle into the plaster. Inside that circle, shapes begin to form. First, just sparks. Then, lines. Then images. You watch in awe as the circle becomes a window, not a painting. On the other side, you see movement, fields, rivers, skies that stretch endlessly. And walking toward you from that horizon is a figure cloaked in radiance. Their face is hidden in the light, but their presence is undeniable. The chest vibrates harder, the crack widening slightly, releasing another surge of brilliance. The figure steps closer in the vision, and then you hear it, the voice again. Do not fear. What is being delivered to you is not just for you. It is for every path your life will touch. The words pierce through you, each syllable heavy with command. You shiver, gripping the table tighter, your knees weakening as the glow intensifies. The voice continues, this chest contains alignment. A destiny sealed before you could understand it. But now the time has come for you to carry it forward. You swallow hard, your throat dry, your pulse thundering in your ears. The crack in the chest widens a fraction more, and you catch a glimpse of something inside. Not fully, just a fragment, scrolls, maybe, wrapped in light, glowing like they're alive. They shift as though aware of your gaze, waiting, yearning. But before you can focus, the chest snaps shut again. The glow dims slightly, as if reminding you that the time has not yet fully arrived. You fall back into the chair, your body weak but your spirit on fire. The silence settles once more, but this silence is not empty. It's heavy, weighted, vibrating with the promise of what's to come. You know now, this chest isn't here to simply deliver a message. It's here to unlock a mission. And suddenly, you realize, the courier may have left, but they're still near. You feel it in the corners of the room, a shadow at the edge of sight, a shift in the air. They're watching, guarding, ensuring that you don't falter before the moment arrives. You glance back at the chest. The markings are still glowing faintly, but calmer now. Waiting. Testing your patience. Testing your strength. The vision echoes in your mind, the hall, the guardians, the larger chest waiting in the distance. This wasn't random. This chest is a key. A piece of something greater. A map to a door you haven't yet reached. And as you sit in the silence, breathing hard, one truth settles deep inside you: tonight was not the end of the countdown. It was only the beginning. The room is no longer the same. Since the crack of light burst from the chest, everything feels altered, as if the walls are thinner, as if the air itself listens. You sit in the chair, your body trembling, your hands pressed against your knees, trying to steady yourself. Yet deep inside, you know, this is only the threshold. The chest hums again. Not loud, but steady, like a heartbeat echoing from within. Each vibration spreads across the floor, through the table, through your skin. You glance at it, unable to resist. The markings glow brighter once more, and this time, they don't just shift randomly, they align, forming a seal across the lid. The seal pulses, then fades, leaving behind one word glowing in pure fire: now. Your breath catches. The chest trembles under its own power, the crack widening slowly, painfully, as though tearing through unseen chains. The glow intensifies, filling every corner of the room until shadows no longer exist. And then, it happens. The lid rises. Not by your hand, but on its own, with a soundless motion that feels heavier than thunder. Light spills upward, curling like smoke, spreading across the ceiling, turning it into a canvas of visions. You tilt your head back, eyes wide, as the visions unfold. First, you see yourself again, standing in the great hall, the guardians of light behind you. But this time, the image zooms further. Beyond the hall lies a vast expanse of doors. Thousands of them. Each carved with symbols, each glowing faintly, each waiting. One door opens on its own. Behind it, you glimpse treasures not made of gold or jewels, but scrolls sealed with divine markings. Each scroll radiates power, as if every word written inside could bend reality itself. The vision shifts again. Now you see people, faces, crowds, endless streams of souls. Some you recognize, many you don't. They reach toward you, their hands outstretched, their eyes filled with need. Their voices are silent, but their longing is deafening. And then, a voice. This is why the courier came. This is why the chest found you. The light swirls, condensing, forming into symbols above your head. They descend slowly, wrapping around you, marking your shoulders, your chest, your hands. You feel their warmth sink into your skin. You are being sealed, aligned, chosen. The chest glows brighter, and for the first time, you see inside. Scrolls. Small, delicate, yet burning with light. They lie stacked inside, wrapped with ribbons of fire that do not burn. Each one pulses faintly, like hearts waiting to beat. You reach forward, your hand trembling as it hovers above them. The glow intensifies, responding to your presence. And then, without touch, one scroll rises. It floats upward, weightless, unfolding itself before you. The ribbon of fire dissolves, vanishing into sparks. The scroll unrolls, and glowing letters write themselves across its surface. They shift, arranging into words you can understand, though they're not written in any language you've ever studied. You are the keeper of what is hidden. You are the bearer of what must be carried. Through you, the truth will walk the earth again. The words pierce you deeper than sound ever could. You stagger, your knees buckling, yet the scroll floats closer, pressing against your chest until it merges into you. Heat surges through your body, racing through your veins like fire, but instead of pain, it feels like awakening. Your eyes widen as visions explode inside your mind. You see kingdoms rise and fall. You see betrayals, victories, tears, and triumphs. You see moments in your own life, those nights when you nearly gave up, those days when you thought you were invisible. Every peace, every heartbreak, every victory, all leading to this single point. And then, the final image, the courier again. Standing in shadow, face hidden, hand extended as if still watching. Their presence vibrates through you, firm yet gentle, confirming what you already know. This was never a delivery of objects. This was the delivery of you, becoming what you were always meant to be. The light collapses inward, the scroll dissolves fully into your body, and the chest falls silent once again. Its lid closes softly, the glow dimming until it becomes just a faint shimmer. You collapse back into the chair, your breath ragged, your body weak but your spirit ignited like never before. Your hands tremble, but not from fear. From power. From truth. You stare at the chest, realizing it will open again, but only when the time comes for the next revelation. Tonight was only the first. Tonight was only the beginning. The silence that follows isn't empty. It's sacred. It's alive. And though you sit alone in your room, holding the memory of the courier's presence, you know you are not alone at all. Because Archangel Michael has not only reached you, he has sealed you. And from this moment forward, nothing will ever be the same again. The room still hums with the echo of what just happened. Your chest rises and falls with heavy breaths, your skin tingling as if fire itself had passed through your veins. The glow from the chest has quieted, but not gone. It rests on the table like a sleeping giant, still alive, still waiting. You stare at it, wide-eyed, afraid to blink in case you miss the next sign. And then, you hear it. Not a knock. Not footsteps. But a single breath in the air, soft, controlled, too precise to belong to anyone human. The courier has not left. They linger, unseen, watching. The chest responds instantly, its markings flaring brighter once more. This time, they don't shift into words. They swirl, spinning faster, until a symbol forms in the center of the lid. A circle, surrounded by flames. The lid shudders. Slowly, carefully, it opens again. Inside, another scroll stirs. Wrapped tightly, its ribbon glows in silver rather than fire. It pulses faintly, as though waiting for your recognition. You reach out, your hands trembling, but before you can touch it, the scroll rises on its own, floating in the air above the chest. The ribbon unravels, dissolving into the air like mist. The scroll opens, glowing letters appearing across its surface, brighter than the first. You squint, trying to focus, and then the words form clearly before you. You have endured what was meant to break you. Each fracture, each wound, each night of silence was the preparation. You were shaped in the shadows so that you could hold the light. Tears blur your vision. The words don't just speak to you, they speak from you, as if the scroll knows the darkest corners of your story. Images rush into your mind, betrayals, losses, moments of despair. Yet instead of pain, you feel strength swelling within, a recognition that every piece of your journey has aligned you to this very second. The scroll drifts closer. It presses against your chest, and like the first, it dissolves into you. Warmth spreads again, but this time it feels steadier, less fire, more armor. You feel a weight lift, a clarity sharpen, a sense that your scars have become your weapons. The chest hums louder, resonating with the power you've just absorbed. The symbols glow across the lid, rearranging once more, this time spelling a phrase that makes your heart freeze. 3 remain. You step back, nearly stumbling over the chair. 3 remain. That means there are more scrolls inside, each carrying revelations, each waiting to merge with you. Your eyes dart to the chest. The glow inside shimmers again, faint but undeniable, as if confirming the message. Slowly, you lower yourself back into the chair, your hands gripping its arms, bracing for what's to come. The silence thickens. But it isn't empty silence. It's alive, pulsing, vibrating with expectancy. And then, without warning, the air grows colder. The unseen courier has stepped closer. You don't see them, but you feel the pressure, like standing too close to a storm. The chest reacts instantly, its glow sharpening into a beam that shoots across the room. It strikes the far wall, carving another circle of light. Within it, visions form once again. This time, you see a battlefield. Not of soldiers and weapons, but of people, ordinary people, carrying invisible burdens, fighting unseen wars. They stagger, they fall, they rise again. And at the center of them all, you. Holding the chest, standing firm, your presence radiating light that shields them from the shadows clawing at their backs. The voice returns, deeper now, resonating through the vision. The second scroll has armed you with remembrance. But the next will demand action. You will not just carry light, you will wield it. The vision shatters, sparks falling away into nothingness. The chest snaps shut again, though its glow lingers, softer now, patient. You slump forward, your hands covering your face. Your body feels drained, yet your spirit feels invincible. It's as if every truth written into the scrolls was waiting for you all along, waiting for the night when the courier would finally place them in your hands. The hum of the chest quiets, leaving behind a silence that feels like a held breath. You know this isn't over. You know the next scroll is waiting, hidden just beneath the glow. But you also know this, with each revelation, the path ahead becomes clearer. This isn't about chance. This isn't about luck. This is destiny, sealed and delivered by hands not of this world. And though your room looks the same, walls, table, chair, you know it isn't. Not anymore. Because tonight, you've become the vessel of something eternal. The courier hasn't left. You can still feel them, close, steady, guarding. They wait in silence, just as the chest does, both prepared for the moment when the third scroll will rise. And as you steady your breath, your eyes locked on the faint shimmer still spilling from the cracks of the chest, you understand, this night is far from over. The silence in the room stretches long, heavy, unbroken. Yet you can feel it, the chest is not finished. The glow from its cracks flares again, pulsing slowly, like a beast breathing in the dark. You sit rigid in your chair, your pulse racing, your hands clenched, knowing that the final moments are approaching. Suddenly, the markings blaze to life. They swirl across the chest like rivers of fire, faster, sharper, until they converge into a single symbol, a winged figure holding a sword of light. The image lingers only for a heartbeat, then dissolves as the lid trembles once more. The chest opens. Inside, 3 scrolls remain, stacked one above the other, glowing brighter than ever before. They hum in unison, a chorus of destiny calling your name. Without hesitation, the top scroll rises into the air. Its ribbon bursts into sparks, dissolving as the parchment unrolls. The words blaze across its surface, you will rise where others fall. You will speak when others are silent. Through you, the chains of despair will break. The message burns into your mind, each word cutting like fire, yet healing like balm. The scroll drifts closer, merging into your chest as the others did. Heat floods your body, your skin tingling with strength you've never known before. The chest hums louder. The second of the remaining scrolls stirs, lifting itself into the air. Its glow is fiercer, almost blinding. You shield your eyes, but the words sear themselves into your vision regardless. You are not alone. The hosts stand beside you. Where you walk, they will guard. Where you fight, they will strike. Where you stand, they will surround. The scroll dissolves into you, and immediately you feel them, presences, countless, unseen but undeniable. It's as if a great army breathes at your back, their footsteps echoing in your soul, their wings rustling in the silence of your room. Your knees weaken, tears pressing against your eyes. You are no longer just yourself. You are a vessel, a bearer of something greater. The chest shakes violently now. The last scroll rises, the most powerful of all, its glow so intense the room vanishes. There are no walls. No ceiling. Only endless light surrounding you. The scroll unrolls, and the voice of Archangel Michael himself thunders, not in your ears, but in your spirit. This is the final seal. You were never abandoned. You were never overlooked. Every moment of silence was preparation, every wound was sharpening, every loss was alignment. You were chosen before the beginning, and now, the time has come. The scroll pierces into you, merging deeper than the rest. Your entire body ignites, not with fire, but with brilliance. Your eyes burn with light, your hands glow, your heart feels like it carries the pulse of eternity itself. The chest slams shut with a final hum, its glow dimming into stillness. It has given all it was meant to give. Yet the room does not fall quiet. The air shifts. The courier is here. Not a shadow this time. Not unseen. You turn, and there they stand. Cloaked in radiance, their form tall, their presence overwhelming. Their face remains hidden, but their eyes burn like twin flames, piercing into your very soul. They do not speak with lips, but their voice resonates in your chest. The delivery is complete. You stagger back, overwhelmed by the weight of the moment. The courier extends a hand, not to give, but to affirm. And in that instant, you understand, they were never a messenger of paper or object. They were the hand of heaven itself, ensuring that what belonged to you would never be stolen, never be delayed. The courier steps back, their form beginning to dissolve into light. But before vanishing, their final words crash into your spirit like thunder. Walk in it. Speak in it. Live in it. For you are no longer waiting, you are the one who was sent. Their light scatters, filling the room like stars, then fading into silence. The chest rests quietly on the table, its glow faint now, as though its purpose has been fulfilled. You collapse into the chair, breathless, trembling, yet burning with power. The weight of the scrolls, the strength of the revelations, the certainty of destiny, they all live inside you now. The night outside is still. But you are not the same. You are marked. You are chosen. You are sealed. And as dawn approaches, spilling the first light of morning across your window, you know, the courier's task is done, but yours has only begun. Sparkles.